Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into The First 90 Days by Michael D. Watkins, a must-read for anyone navigating a leadership transition. Whether you're stepping into a new role or guiding a team through change, this book is packed with valuable insights and strategies to help you succeed during those crucial initial months. So, let's get started. But before we dive into the content, I kindly request a moment of your time to appreciate this video by liking it, subscribing to the channel, and ringing that notification bell. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you so much. The first 90 days maps out the critical transition period for any business leader taking on a new role. It offers comprehensive and practical strategies for surviving and thriving past the first 3 months. The first 90 days is a valuable resource for anyone starting a new role or facing a career transition. Here's what sets it apart. It provides a proven framework for tackling the challenges of the first 90 days in a new position. The book offers practical advice and actionable tips for making a strong impression and building momentum early on. Its insights are applicable to various career stages and industries, making it a versatile read for professionals. Take charge of your career by reading The First 90 Days and making the most of your new opportunities. Who should read The First 90 Days? Business leaders tackling a new role. Aspiring leaders preparing for their next move. Anyone looking to reduce their vulnerabilities as a leader. The author Michael Watkins is a professor of leadership at the IMD Business School. He's also an internationally recognized author on the subject of leadership development. His other books include Your Next Move and Predictable Surprises. In The First 90 Days, Watkins outlines a comprehensive framework to help leaders transition smoothly and effectively. Here are some invaluable insights gleaned from this captivating book. I trust you will find them exceedingly beneficial. Feel free to delve deeper into its wisdom and let it inspire new perspectives and ideas in your journey. Accelerated learning is the first step to building your plan. What went wrong? Allison had always heard she had a golden touch with team building, but those teams were closely aligned and shared similar working processes. In this new role, she'd relied on her team-building strengths. But she hadn't educated herself on what leadership might require in a different context. She was so focused on being perceived as getting the job done that learning how this new mixed team might function fell to the wayside. Shaken by this experience, she acted decisively. She set up one-on-one meetings with all of the team members to listen to their concerns. She convened small groups from their respective departments and met with other stakeholders on her team. She learned that processes and procedures varied widely across the departments she was now working with, and that her assumption that all teams were essentially the same had almost cost her this new role. Digging deeper, she learned that most early failures in a new role come down to failures in learning. Yet few leaders treat learning as a systematic part of taking on a new challenge. Even fewer leaders have a prioritized plan for learning when they step in. This means that new leaders might be making changes without understanding how things came to work the way they currently do, without accounting for how the history of the organization has shaped the present. It can alienate and frustrate team members who may feel dismissed or demoralized with the changes. To get back on track, Allison realized she needed to do some soul-searching too. For an effective plan, consider your strengths as well as your weaknesses. What can we learn from Allison's near disaster? First, leaders should plan for learning like they plan for other aspects of a transition. To adapt successfully, Allison needed to understand the culture in each department she would be working with, and how it manifested within the overall company culture. She'd been convinced that her way was the right way. Realizing this meant she needed to look at her leadership style more closely too. After all, she'd been handpicked for the new role because of her past success in managing teams, but she hadn't taken the time to really reflect on her own leadership or compare it to the common leadership style at this new level in the company. She was a star in marketing because she was detail-oriented and had a strong need for process control. But these strengths didn't help her with the technical members of the team, who were used to consensus building and flattened hierarchies. Consensus building wasn't one of her strength areas, and it needed to be. By taking stock of her leadership style and getting a better understanding of the inner workings of her team, Allison realized she had blind spots in several key areas that manifested as learning blocks. Her desire to be seen as hitting the ground running meant that these learning blocks became vulnerabilities in her new role. They threatened her ability to lead and alienated her team. Through this process of self-reflection, Allison came to understand what her vulnerabilities were in the new role. Her desire for control had to be transformed into an ability to delegate. She needed to understand consensus building and how to align herself with this new group dynamic instead of trying to maintain business as usual. To be effective in any new leadership role, balance your desire for action with a real dedication to learning and observation. If you feel like you're too busy to learn, it could be the start of a downward spiral that accelerates failure. But happily, just being perceived as someone who is eager and willing to learn can help ease fraught transitions and increase your credibility with a new team. Ultimately, balancing your need to do with an equal amount of listening and learning can help keep your first 90 days in a new role on track. Assess the situation, understand your new environment, the team, culture, and challenges you're facing. Build your team, identify key stakeholders, build relationships, and establish a strong support network. Create a vision, develop a clear vision and strategy to drive your team forward. Execute with precision, set short-term goals, prioritize actions, and deliver quick wins to build credibility. With a proven 90-day action plan, Watkins emphasizes the importance of starting strong, focusing on relationships, and driving early impact. Remember, first impressions matter, and how you navigate this crucial period can set the tone for your entire tenure as a leader. But don't take my word for it. Leaders worldwide have praised the first 90 days for its practical guidance and real-world examples. From CEOs to new managers, this book offers invaluable strategies to navigate leadership transitions successfully. So, whether you're a seasoned executive or a rising star, the first 90 days is a game-changer in the world of leadership transitions. Equip yourself with the tools and insights needed to excel in your new role and make a lasting impact on your team and organization. Here are the key chapters in this remarkable book, each holding valuable insights and captivating narratives that promise to engage and enlighten readers. Chapter 1. The Transition Path. Watkins introduces the main concept, the transition framework, comprising three critical phases: the prepare phase, the manage phase, and the end phase. Each phase plays a crucial role in your successful transition. Chapter 2. The Prepare Phase. During the prepare phase, Watkins emphasizes the significance of understanding the business situation, setting goals, and developing your team. By creating a transition plan, you can hit the ground running and avoid common pitfalls. Chapter 3. The Manage Phase. In the Manage phase, the focus shifts to building relationships, understanding the organizational culture, and making strategic decisions. Watkins provides valuable insights on how to navigate complex environments and establish credibility. Chapter 4. The End Phase. As you approach the end phase of your transition, Watkins emphasizes the need to deliver results, set the stage for long-term success, and evaluate your progress. This phase sets the tone for your ongoing leadership journey. I want to share a personal story of how implementing the principles from this book transformed my own leadership journey. By focusing on building relationships, setting clear goals, and executing with precision, I was able to navigate a challenging transition period and emerge stronger than ever. So, to all aspiring leaders out there, remember that every transition is an opportunity for growth and innovation. Embrace the challenges, stay resilient, and lead with purpose. The first 90 days is your guide to transforming transitions into triumphs, and I urge you to dive into this invaluable resource today. You can find the link to acquire a copy of this incredible book in the description below. Thank you for joining me on this journey through The First 90 Days by Michael D. Watkins. Don't forget to grab your copy, apply these principles, and watch your leadership skills soar. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep leading with passion. If you found value in this summary, be sure to like and hit that subscribe button and follow us on social media for more insights on leadership and personal development. And please share your thoughts on the book summary in the comments section below. Your support means the world to us, and we can't wait to continue empowering you on your leadership journey. Stay inspired, stay motivated, and until next time, happy leading.